Welcome to the 2015 Rally America National Championship, combining some of the world's best drivers on some of the toughest stage roads in North America. Through 8 rounds of racing spanning coast to coast across the United States, through mud, snow, dust, and forest, one radio show is there covering all the action. This is Rally America Radio.
All right, we're catching up with Brent and Kelly here, the FY Racing Paddock area. Take us through the first 6 stages, how things running with the car.
Car's going really good. No real issues with the car itself. We did get a flat on the last stage, but it was right towards the end. Didn't really lose too much time. Really just the major issue was catching up to that car early this morning, like I talked about. Just following them for a few miles all the way out of the stage. That really put us down quite a bit. I think we're back in 8th or 9th right now. We'll kind of push on a little bit tonight, see if we can kind of move up a spot or two or just kind of hold position and keep on pushing. Still a lot of rally left tomorrow, but it's going good.
Yeah, well, longest stage of the rally coming up next, Nawatsel, 16 miles. You run it twice. Any changes for the car heading into this evening's 2 stages?
We are going to put on some different tires for it just because it is a bit longer. The ones we were using were falling off a bit on the longer stages. So we'll change out the tires here and put a push on and see how much time we can take out of the guys ahead.
Yep. Well, and talking about the car earlier, that obviously we can see kind of the vinyl wrap is it's been chipped away. Was there any mechanical issues you'd mentioned? Maybe possibly the radiator.
No, we took a good look under there. We have a screen on the bumper that kind of protects it, and that took a beating, but it did its job, and that's why it's there. So radiator was all good, and luckily had no other issues with the car.
All right, good deal. Well, thanks for taking time with us. Good luck this evening.
Awesome, good deal.
All right, still here in the FY Racing Paddock, catching up now with Brenton's teammate Adam Yeoman. Take us through the last 3 stages, kind of repeats of this morning.
Yeah, repeats, which is good. The road's been swept from where we were this morning, so made up a lot of time on the first one. I think we were 20 seconds or 22 seconds quicker than we were in the first pass, and then faster in the next 2 as well. Yeah, really good. There are a lot more fun stages than I expected. I kind of had in my head it's going to be a kind of a miserable little day in the office, but it's been a blast so far. And we're in a fairly close fight with Antoine. He's not running nationally, but the times are still fun to look at. But David's ran away with it already like he usually does. So, it is what it is, but we're still having a blast, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, I know, going into the next 2 stages, it's Nawatsel. You run it twice. Longest stages of the rally. I know you've run them before. I mean, what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, it's funny. Nawatsel's also the only stage we've ever ran before. A little bit of a different iteration, but, some similar sections. I used to hate the stage, but I actually really enjoyed it on the recce, so I'm looking forward to it today. It's a long enough stage, and it's kind of consistent enough that you can get into a rhythm. And, it'll be tough on the first pass. We're opening the road again, so lots of pollution on the stage we got to clear. But the second pass, it should be a nice clear line. We should be able to have some fun.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Adam. We'll let you, enjoy your quick break.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, we're here with Jeff Seahorn, running Super Production. Take us through the last 3 stages. I know you ran them earlier this morning. Any changes out there on course?
Not really any changes. The roads are way more swept. There's a lot more traction. The second stage dried out quite a bit and got a way more grip out of our medium compound Maxxis. I was really impressed. They actually did really well on the first stage where they were building enough heat to get them hot and sticky. So. Tons of grip, and we dropped 26 seconds from stage 1 to 4, and then 15 on the next 2 from this morning. So I'm real happy, and I'm just going to try and hang on to 3rd in Super Production and see how far we can get up on the national overall as well.
Well, heading into this evening, Nawatsel, 16 miles. You run it twice, longest stages of the rally. The second one, you possibly, may have, sun may start to go down. Anything you're looking forward to tonight?
Not really. I don't have a nice light pod yet, so they don't really reach out very far. I just got some cheap eBay ones on there, so hopefully we find a good deal on lights soon, but. No, I like Nawatsel. It's fast, it's flowy, it's got fast sections with a lot of right 5s and 4s. I think our medium compound tire is going to do really well, and then we just put on some new brake pads because they were getting a little toast after the last 2 events in this morning stages. So car should feel good, and feel confident we can keep plugging along and stay on the podium for super production.
All right. Well, thanks for catching up with us, and good luck the rest of the day.
Yep. Thanks, Jim.
All right, we're catching up with Lachlan O'Sullivan, super production driver. Take us through kind of halfway point of today. I guess a little farther than halfway, but how the 6 stages treated you so far.
The first 3 were pretty good. We kind of were a bit tentative driving wise, and then we had some just running issues that we fixed at service. But I made a bad tire choice coming out the second. It should have been on the super softs. We went out in the softs, and very little wear, and just not as good a grip as we did the first 3. And even though we were attacking much harder on the second round of the 3 stages, we just weren't beating our times from before as much as we wanted to. We were just nipping ourselves by a couple of seconds when we were driving much more aggressively and cleaner and better. And so kind of a downer coming after the first 3, out of the first 3 stages, thinking we could make up a lot of time. And Nick went in there and did really well on the right tires. And we also hit a bunch of dust on that stage 4 and 6. It was pretty nasty in there. Most of the guys ahead of us have a 2-minute window, so it doesn't really affect them, but we need like a minute 20 instead of a minute. And it's just, we're coming through these fast 6s, and all of a sudden it's just this wall of dust. And you look up at the tops of the trees, and you're hoping you're shooting and pointing in the right direction. And so it's a lot of trust in our navigator, which is a really good thing. And, a testament to Scott for a good job. And but still just losing time in the dust, even though no matter how hard you think you're going, your right foot just backs off a little bit.
Well, heading into this evening, obviously 2 16-mile stages back-to-back with a service in between. Long stages, you got a chance to make up a ton of time.
Indeed, yeah, over 30 miles. It's a good chunk of the rally right there, and I love long stages. Should be a blast.
All right, well, good luck, and we'll see you later tonight.
All right, Jim, thanks, man.
All right, we're sitting here in Subaru Rocket Racing paddock area and catching up with Antoine Lestage. Take us through the rally so far. 6 stages in. How's the car feeling?
Yeah, the car feels great, and that second loop of stage was real fun, and especially the first one of the loop, the second time, was all swept and very good grip, and we had a blast and tried quite hard, improved my time by 18 seconds compared to the first time, but David was also very quick, so hats off to him. He's going really well. But overall, I'm happy. No major problems. It's still the same little problem with the gear shifter indicator. Sometimes it confuses me, and I don't know. I have to count the gears and where I am, so I'm losing a bit of time with that. But the rest, overall, the car is going well, and I'm quite happy.
Well, I know, talking with you before, we cut to the interview, but, I know this is a brand new car. Obviously, you guys have one, snow and ice rally on it, but, this you came here as a test. This is the first real gravel rally. I mean, are you guys learning what you came to do?
Yeah, definitely learning a lot. Like you say, I only did one rally with the car. It was at the beginning of the season on the snow and ice, and I only drove the car once a month ago for a few hours on a short gravel test. So really, yeah, it's the first time I'm rallying in it. So for both Alan and I, it's a big learning process. But already I'm feeling comfortable in it, and it's a good practice also for the team, for everybody to come out with the car, and very good test. And hopefully we'll be better after the rally and ready for the next Canadian rally.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Antoine, and good luck.
Thanks.
We don't get anything done.
All right, we're catching up with Nick Roberts here, getting ready to go out. Got 2 of the longest stages of the rally up still yet today. How the first 6 treated you?
They treated us pretty good. I mean, we were excited. We're out there. We're having a blast, pushing hard. It's to be back out on the stages that we ran this morning. I had a pretty good feel for them. Knew how to adjust my driving for the second stage, which was a little bit trickier, a little bit slicker. But the car's handling fantastic. I mean, it feels really strong. The guys put together a strong car, so. It's just we're out there. I'm having an absolute blast, and just trying to kind of keep putting time on the Lachlan behind us, and hopefully it just leaves us in a good spot for this evening.
Yep. Well, I know talking with a lot of drivers, I know tire choice has kind of been interesting. I think some of the road conditions a little different than people expected. You had any problems with that?
No, we've done it quite well. We were smart on our tire choice. It's worked out really well for us. We've been kind of trying to stick to our plan. We do have a limited quantity of the compound that we've been wanting to use, so. Right now we're just going to try to run as much of a lead as we can this evening, and then probably end up tomorrow switching to a different tire just because of what we have in inventory here. But that's all right. That's kind of how the game goes, and so we're just going to want to keep our position for tonight going into tomorrow. I like starting right behind Higgins. It's kind of fun to see his lines.
All right. Well, thanks for catching up with us. Good luck this evening.
All right, thank you very much, Jim.
All right, catching up here with David Higgins, current leader. How's everything going? 6 stages down. I know the last 3 repeats. How's the car feel?
Yeah, it feels great. Just made a little tiny suspension change for that last group. Felt really good. Obviously, we had the flat tyre in the first group this morning, so we had a good clean run through those last ones. But they're real tricky stages, and what makes it so hard is that every stage is so individually different to the last one, so you can't just sort of get in a separate rhythm. You have some real twisty stages, some fast stages, so everything feels great. The car's working fantastic, and just loving driving it again and having a lot of fun.
Well, talking about the upcoming stages, obviously 16 miles, run it twice. How that's it's a pretty long distance, good chunk of the rally. How do you adjust your driving for a 16-mile stage?
Yeah, we don't really make much of a change now. The cars are good. You just got to drive every stage that is, and although this sport's quite much an endurance sport, we're gearing ourselves up ready for New England Rally, and we know we're going to have to be flat out all the time on rough stuff, on the other stuff. So we're going to give the car a bit of a pasting at times, more than we maybe need to do. But it's all good practice for when we have the big bad block coming back to race us.
Yeah, I know you're definitely looking forward to that. I hear not only Block, but you'll have your teammate Pastrana back as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's desperate to get another tattoo.
All right, David. Well, as always, appreciate the interview, and good luck this evening.
Cool. See you later. Thank you.
All right, we're here with Cameron Steely. I know fought some issues earlier with the engine. Sounds like you got the engine back rolling, right? All your horsepower back.
Yeah, which is very nice, which is awesome because we lost a lot of time in the first 3 stages, but we got a lot of it back. We're hoping that we might have snuck back into second. Unfortunately, Troy, teammate, competitor, had some issues, so he's out, but I think we made up enough time on Steve, so we snuck back into second, so I'm pretty excited about that. But we're still having some issues with clutch or diff plate, and we're having a lot of slippage.
So, looking at these long stages tonight, 16-milers back-to-back, you looking to just survive and figure out the problem, or you going to push?
Survive and push at the same time. Make sure, it's an oxymoron, but yeah, we want to make sure we finish because we're in a good situation, but at the same time, if we need to, we'll push. But right now, we just need to make sure we get the car back in.
All right, and talking about Troy, do we know exactly what happened with the car? I've heard he's out.
Yeah, busted an oil pan. We're trying to find a spare Fiesta somewhere, so if anyone listening has a Fiesta in this area, let us know because we need an oil pan for Troy.
I'm sure there's quite a few car dealerships. You go rob one tonight off one of the cars, right?
Right, that's why I told him. I was like, put some mask on and go steal. I think it's 10 8mm bolt. Just go underneath there and steal one.
Nice. Well, I guess if there's a car lot without an oil pan, we know who did it, right?
Yes, Troy Miller.
All right, thanks a lot, Cameron, and good luck, buddy.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, we're catching up with Troy Miller. Just walking up. We were just talking with Cameron Steely. We're talking about going and thieving an oil pan off of somebody's car lot.
Yeah, we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna take it apart and hopefully find out that hopefully all we need is an oil pan. And if that's the case, we'll find one somewhere.
All right. So other than that, how was the car running up to that point?
It was great. Everything was good. We just didn't even, we were in one of the ruts that everybody else is in, and must have been Rock turned up and just nailed it. I mean, it was a hard hit. Went through the skid plate.
So at this point, it's just hoping to find an oil pan, pull a super rally for tomorrow.
Yeah. I think we'll take a 14-minute penalty, but at least we'll get some points.
All right. Well, here's hoping you can find an oil pan. I guess if anybody out there has a Fiesta oil pan, hit up Troy Miller, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks a lot, Troy.
Thanks.
All right, catching up with Ramana Lagaman. Take us through the first 6 stages. Obviously 3 and then 3 repeat. I know you had some interesting moment the first 3, right?
Yeah, absolutely. First 3, we had some issues to deal with, which we sorted out. But on stage 3, I misheard the note a little bit, made a mistake, and went off. And we were just stuck. We were stuck for about a minute and a half. So that really killed us against our main competition. But we came into service, regrouped, and made some changes to the car, and the car was doing a lot better in 4, 5, and 6. Unfortunately, our main competition, Troy, had a mechanical problem, so he's fallen by the wayside, which is too bad because it would have been nice to battle with him. We were quite a few seconds behind, but it would have been nice to try and claw back that time. So we're just going to have fun. We're leading two-wheel drive, I believe, and we're going to keep at it.
Well, two 16-milers, coming up, longest stages of the rally. You looking forward to it? What's, how was Recce on those stages for you?
Recce was good. We're looking forward to it in that those stages definitely suit our car. They're faster flowing stages, and our car does really well on that type of stuff. So, yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it.
All right. Well, thanks for the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, wrapping things up here at the service park, and looks like David Higgins out front with about a 47-second lead over Antoine Lestage. Like we'd said earlier, Antoine running regional, Higgins running national. But we have to make the comparison because it's definitely there. Both of them open class cars, and they're out, on their own right. Second, I guess nationally, but third as far as time goes right now, it's Adam Yeoman. He's about 40 seconds back from Antoine Lestage. And then leading super production, we've got Nick Roberts with a solid lead over Lachlan O'Sullivan, and then leading two-wheel drive. Ramana Lagaman, quite a bit of lead over second place there. So definitely lots of storylines heading into the two longest stages of the rally. We've got a 16-miler followed by a service park, and then we're going to come back tonight, run the same one again, second pass at it, 16 miles again. So lots of rallying left today, day one of the 2015 Olympus Rally. This is round 4 of the Rally America National Championship. I'm Jim Beaver, your host of Rally America Radio. I want to give a big shout-out to Subaru and the 2015 WRX STI for all the support of Rally America Radio. And be sure to follow Rally America on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We're also putting up articles, news, stories at rally-america.com all weekend long. You definitely want to skip over there. And then our friends at iRally, you definitely want to download that app for your Apple mobile device, as well as follow them on Twitter for even more updates. We'll be back at you from the next service park here at of the Olympus Rally, round 4 of the Rally America National Championship.
The Subaru WRX and WRX STI, a 268-horsepower turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine, rockets the WRX around corners and down straightaways. A race-ready 305-horsepower turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine keeps the WRX STI a rally legend. The Subaru WRX and WRX STI, it's not a sibling rivalry. It's a tag team. Get the latest from Subaru Rally Team USA at Subaru.com/rally.